Percy Bysshe. Shelley's Ode to the West Wind is a powerful and evocative poem. It captures the raw energy of the autumn wind. The west wind sweeps across the land, a herald of change. It announces the end of summer and the approach of winter. Shelley uses vivid imagery to paint a picture of this natural force. He speaks of wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being. The wind becomes a living, breathing entity. We can almost feel its presence as we read Shelley's words. The wind is not gentle, it is a powerful force that shakes the trees and scatters the leaves. Yet, there is a strange beauty in its destructive power. It is a reminder that change is a natural part of life. The arrival of the west wind marks a turning point in the year. It is a time of both loss and anticipation. Loss for the warmth and life of summer, anticipation for the quiet beauty of winter, and the promise of new life in the spring. The west wind plays a crucial role in nature's cycle. It carries away the old and makes way for the new. The poem describes how the wind drives fallen leaves. These leaves become dead leaves to quicken a new birth. This imagery highlights the cyclical nature of life and death. It emphasizes that endings pave the way for new beginnings. Similarly, the wind carries seeds. It scatters them far and wide. These seeds will eventually find fertile ground and sprout, bringing forth a new generation of life. The west wind, therefore, embodies both destruction and creation. It is an agent of change and renewal. Shelley uses these natural images to explore larger themes. He reminds us that even in the face of decay and death, there is always hope for rebirth. The west wind, in its destructive force, becomes a symbol of this continuous cycle of life. This concept resonated with Shelley's own life. He faced personal challenges and setbacks. Yet he also believed in the power of renewal and the potential for positive change. Shelley doesn't just describe the wind, he personifies it. He gives it almost human-like qualities. The wind becomes a powerful entity. It is capable of great destruction and breathtaking beauty. Shelley calls it destroyer and preserver. This highlights the paradoxical nature of the wind. The poem is filled with auditory imagery. We can almost hear the trumpet of a prophecy in the wind's roar. The wind becomes a symphony of sound. It moves from a gentle breeze to a raging storm. The west wind is a force of nature that commands respect. It reminds us of the power of the natural world. This power exists beyond human control. Shelley's descriptions of the wind evoke a sense of awe and wonder. They encourage us to appreciate the raw power of nature. They also remind us of our own place within this vast and intricate system. Section 4. A Poet's Plea. Shelley's yearning for inspiration. As the poem progresses, it becomes clear that Shelley sees the west wind as more than just a meteorological phenomenon. He sees it as a source of inspiration. The wind represents the power of change and the potential for creative renewal. Shelley, as a poet, yearns for this same power. He feels frustrated by his own limitations. He longs to be like the wind, capable of spreading his message far and wide. In the poem's final stanzas, Shelley directly addresses the west wind. He pleads with it to make me thy lyre. Even as the forest is, he wants his words to be carried by the wind, just as the wind carries leaves and seeds. He hopes his poetry will inspire others. He wants it to spark change in the world. This personal plea reveals Shelley's deep desire to make a difference through his art. He sees poetry as a powerful tool for social and political change. Section 5. A Vision of Change. Words as seeds of freedom. Shelley lived in a time of great social and political upheaval. The French Revolution had recently shaken Europe. Shelley believed in the power of ideas to bring about change. He saw the west wind as a symbol of this revolutionary spirit. Just as the wind can topple trees and reshape landscapes, Shelley believed that ideas could topple oppressive regimes and reshape societies. He yearned for a world free from tyranny and oppression. He hoped his words would plant the seeds of freedom and democracy. Shelley's plea to the west wind becomes a plea for a more just and equitable world. He sees the wind as a force that can break down barriers and create a more harmonious future. This vision of change is both inspiring and idealistic. It reflects Shelley's belief in the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and strive for a better tomorrow. Section 6, An Enduring Legacy, Shelley's Timeless Message. Ode to the West Wind is more than just a poem about the wind. It is a testament to the power of hope, resilience, and the human spirit's unyielding desire for freedom and renewal. Shelley's words continue to resonate with readers today, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, the wind of change is always blowing. The poem ends on a note of cautious optimism. Shelley acknowledges that winter is coming. He knows that darkness and hardship are inevitable. However, he also reminds us that spring will follow. With it will come new life and new hope. If winter comes, can spring be far behind, he asks? This rhetorical question serves as a powerful reminder that even after the harshest storms, the promise of renewal remains. Shelley's words continue to inspire us to embrace change, fight for what we believe in, and never lose sight of the possibility of a brighter future.